Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lone Cerberus and welcome back to Deliver Us the Moon and Mars. So last time you might remember that we fixed up our own ASE just behind us there and left maintenance, and we still have at this point no idea what caused the blackout and where everybody is. So with that being said, let's see.
The microwave power transmission is a technological marvel that provides both Earth and the lunar colony with power. Energy from the Tombaugh reactor is relayed across the frontier through Copernicus Moon Hub and Pearson Station. As the transmission is received by the vast array of 42 MPT ground stations along Earth's equator, it is distributed with equality and fairness to bring light to our families back home. We provide the new flame for everyone.
Okay. See if there's anything in this particular part of the hub that tells us anything new. 2048, 6 years before the blackout, the experimental cryosleep generator malfunctioned inside the Huygens research facility. Only 3 people survived: Maria Gonzalez, Dr. Rosa Lavarde, and Edgar Davis. For their bravery in the face of disaster, they were awarded a symbolic coin, of which one seems to be missing. Memorandum. Okay. Anything else in the hub that tells us anything? Thought so. No, nothing. Okay. MPT Control Center. Let's go to the MPT Control Center then. Monorail station, vehicle bay, MPT control. This would be the MPT control then. Access denied by council. Through vehicle bay. Okay. Right. That's our next objective, is provide power to the vehicle bay. We don't need maintenance anymore.
Maintenance offline.
However, going to need to get to the vehicle bay.
Vehicle bay offline.
Now we need. I bet it's in the crew quarters. Of course, it's in the crew quarters.
Vehicle bay offline. Crew quarters online.
That makes sense for a game, after all. Okay, looks like we've got a hostile ASE. Interesting. A stray chair. Wow. Although WSA protocol strictly forbids physical conflict on the moon, MacArthur overlooked ASE units' safety limiters for crowd control. Many expressed concerns over their dangerous voltage when facing an overloaded drone. Most would rather flee than fight. Yeah, I'm not bloody surprised. Big old shop. And all the sleep quarters have just locked down. That would be the security office right there.
Come in, Rolf. I'm at the quarters. Do you read me?
Copy that, Sarah. I hear you. Anything interesting?
Everything's deserted, so nothing new here.
Sarah, Rolf, this is Pearson Control. Our time's running out. Take the elevator back up here to make it in time for evacuation. You've got 2 minutes. Negative, Control. MPT network is still offline. Leave it. We have to go. Head to the elevator now. I'm not putting anyone at risk. Understood. Wrapping up now. Sarah, you heard Control. Are you almost here? Sarah, come in. Everything okay? Come in.
Rolf, get over here quickly. An AZ unit just activated, but something's not right. The doors are locked behind me.
What do you mean? We've got to go.
I'm serious, Rolf. Get over here. I can't get out.
30 seconds or you're too late for evac. Head to the elevator. Negative, now. Control. Engineer Baker requires immediate assistance. We need more time. Evacuation procedure cannot be delayed. Negative. I'm calling up the elevator now. Negative, Control. Control.
No, guys! There's still time! I just need some help! Rolf, are you still there?
Damn. Seems like Sarah and Rolf left on the moon. Damn. Okay. 4 of them shared this area. On top of each other. At least it's not a hot bunk situation. Looks like we've got some evacuees. Where some of the evacuees came from as well. Oh, they squeezed them in here as well. It's got 4 bunks and then 2 mattresses. Not good. An emergency use Moon Hub's construction unit to enter the office. Do not share. Moon Hub construction. Pioneer or dictator? Wow. Moon Man. The astronaut descends to the moon and finds it deserted. As he investigates the facility and unravels the reasons for its abandonment, he soon learns that he has no choice but to enlist the aid of an artificial intelligence with unknown intentions. Yeah, basically you, ASE. Because you haven't got a name yet, you haven't been given a name. Yeah, definitely an evacuation. Definitely looks like an emergency evac. Ping Pong, Isaac, Rosa and Kathy. Kathy, very physical. Okay. Physically adept. Moon Hub's construction. It's 2032. Tombow facility was evacuated under obscure pretenses around the same time the MPT went offline. Whatever transpired in Tombo, these quarters provided ample room for temporary shelter under MacArthur's watchful eye. Not exactly what you want, one person watching over everybody. We've received another formal request from Sarah Baker, the lead engineer working at Pearson Space Station. She keeps asking about the cancelled shipment for the Orion wing. I worry that she might suspect something. How should we proceed? She emailed me to Seesaw Communications whether Outward cannot be compromised. I'll handle it. William MacArthur. Like I say, it's no spoiler what happens to the survivors, considering the next game is called Deliver Us Mars. Sounds like MacArthur wanted to be a one-man, wanted to be the leader, the ruler of the Martian colony. Getting anywhere though. Looks like we're going to have to get round this. Okay, I was behind the column there. Can't say I wasn't. Is this one of the SEs that MacArthur repurposed into being evil? Look out for me. So is that powered down? Now we're safe. Run back, get our own ASE, been useful. It was a shortcut. Oh well. That was me being silly. Right, vehicle bay.
Vehicle bay offline. Crew quarters offline. Vehicle bay online.
Vehicle bay is now online. Here we go. Seems there is no vehicles here. Huh. Interesting. There's a moon buggy there, or it looks like a moon buggy anyway. What's the bet? And we're going to have to repair it. After all, nothing's easy in this game, is it? An airlock there, so that's telling me that yes, I have to do that. I have to repair something. Tombow. Well, we're not going to Tombow just yet. There's a moon buggy. Let's see if we've got anything around here. At least we don't have to do any repair work on the buggy. Clever airlock. That is a rather clever airlock. You need 6 wheels need to be on the pads to release. Inner lock's closed. Now onto the moon. I'm hoping this is as realistic as possible. And we don't actually hear anything. I suppose if I really wanted to, I could have reversed into that, but we don't have enough oxygen. No control. Okay, that's fine. Right, out into space again. On the moon. 3 minutes of oxygen. I hope in a real situation like this, you'd get more than 3 bloody minutes of oxygen. I said this last time I played this, but not only are the graphics on this amazing, but the fact that they've actually made this quiet, almost silent, means they were paying attention to the fact that there's no oxygen in space and therefore no way of no way of sound transmission. one. Okay, next destination. It's over there. Bloody big rock there. Earth is right above us. Tell by the fact that the space elevator and the MPT thing is right there. Whee! And here we go. On to the next one. Now, rule of 3 suggests rule of 3 suggests we've got to do this 3 times. Naturally. Right, and here we go again. Same old, same old. I'll say same old, same old. This is the second time we've done this. At least in this playthrough. Like it's chucking out some heat for whatever reason. Would hurt. Oh, only 2. Okay. You mean like a monorail? they put the reactor so far away from the transmitter? I suppose you could argue it's because potential of accidents. Next one, reset the power. Okay. Diagnose MPT at Tombow reactor facility. Monorail's offline. Because of course it is. Monorail's online. Got a couple of holograms to look at. Monorail is online. Right, let's go and have a look at these holograms first of all.
Today we find ourselves at a crossroads. The catastrophic events that have unfolded at the Tombow facility have opened our eyes to a truth that cannot be denied. We have lost friends, colleagues. Our fellow colonists gave their life for a hopeless cause, for a dying planet that we could never sustain. We used to call it home, our pale blue dot. But the Earth we know today is a withered husk, a shadow of its former self. The MPT chained us to a barren rock. But no more. All of you gathered here are survivors. You're here because you're mankind's strongest, the smartest, the brightest. Together, we will dare to lead and risk greatness. Start a new age of discovery. Like our ancestors that fateful moment, they first set out to explore new worlds. We can turn back and confine ourselves to a dying planet. Or we can look outward. Now is the time to act. Make your decision and make it now. A new beginning dawns for humanity, and it dawns today.
Great leap forward. In a speech held before the lunar colonists, William MacArthur pays his respects to the casualties of a recent unreported catastrophe at Tombow facility, denounces the unrealistic expectations of the WSA and offers an alternative route to the prosperous new future for humanity. Yeah. Going to Huygens.
was that speech all about? MacArthur can't decide this on his own now, can he?
Look, we don't call the shots here, okay? Now help me out with this stuff.
Put that down, Frank. Don't you know what helium is for? Don't you think it's strange it's here instead of next to the reactor it's supposed to power?
Of course I do. It's just that...
Just what? Should we accept everything they say? Do you even realize what the consequences are if we leave while the MPT is offline?
What choice do we have? What do we really have to go back to? Floods, dust storms, blazing heat? I'm done. The Council's giving us a second chance, and I'm not wasting it. Now I'm done talking. Just give me a hand.
So they were stealing the helium-3 as well. Not stealing helium-3, using helium-3. Right. What's to Tombo? The airlock to cycle.
This is Sarah Baker, lead engineer at Pearson Space Station. I was sent to investigate the blackout together with station mechanic Rolf Robertson. I was attacked by an AZ unit and lost consciousness. The reasons for this attack remain unclear. It seems my expedition partner has left, and I am unable to contact Pearson Space Station or any of the other facilities. I'm going to cross the frontier now, passing Copernicus Outpost 1, to get to Tombo and try to figure out what caused the MPT failure. Whoever finds this, please try to contact me. Alex, end recording.
So Sarah was left alone. Rolf abandoned her. Well, say abandoned her. Probably was ordered to abandon her. And left. Now we have to gain access to the monorail terminal. One thing at a time. Frank has the code. Okay. Moon Man. Oh no, space tech. Helium on the moon. Essential to humanity's survival on Earth. In this summer edition, we sit down with pioneer and architect and Lunar Council member Dr. Isaac Johansson to highlight the many obstacles and triumphs of developing the MPT.
All Copernicus 1 colonists, this is an evacuation. The reactor at Tombo has suffered a critical malfunction. We're here to evacuate you to Copernicus Moon Hub.
Whoa, calm down. Who sent you?
We're here on official orders of the Lunar Council.
The Lunar Council? Frank, do you see anything strange happening across the MPT network?
I've got nothing out of the ordinary. Tombo seems fine to me.
Perhaps you could explain a bit more first.
This is for your own safety. The situation will be explained by the Council when all colonists arrive at Moon Hub.
So, MacArthur calls the shots now, huh?
We don't have time for this. Just take them.
What? Get your hands off me!
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. We're progressing to stage 2. Outpost crew and the package are on their way to Moon Hub. We didn't receive any word from the others at Reinhold, though.
Good work, Evac. Wait for them to pass Outpost 1. Contact me again when the second evacuation crew arrives. Over and out.
Forcefully taking people against their will. Okie dokie. It's locked. Station power is online, the MPT isn't.
Pearson Station engineer Sarah Baker again. I traveled to this outpost from Moon Hub, where I was sent to investigate the blackout together with my expedition partner. Moon Hub was completely deserted when we arrived, and we were unable to bring the MPT back online. We got separated and lost contact. I'm traveling towards Tombow alone to continue my investigation. The only lead I have is that something has happened at the reactor facility. The entrance to the monorail station here is blocked, so I'll have to find another way to cross the landscape. It's worth a shot.
Okay. So even Sarah couldn't get the monorail all the way there. Okay, we've got a movable ladder, same one we saw on Earth. What do we do with it? Where are we trying to get to? Let's figure out where we're trying. Oh, there we go. Okay. Sixth the mass should be. Back to the ASE. Let's see. Ow! Did it again. To go. Alrighty. $18.81. Probably won't get us into the actual control room, but it will get us into sleep quarters. Hi Edgar, everything alright over at Reinhold? You know when MacArthur and Johansson would travel down to Tombow again. They just passed the station, should be at Tombow soon. Hope this helps. Do. It's good, very good. There's pattern, I'm close to bringing it to light, just need some final answers. It's happening, I knew it. 3 monorail trains left Tombow, one's headed to Huygens. The other 2 are going for the Moon Hub. First Moon Hub train should arrive at your station soon enough, but the second won't until I get some answers. This is the key, Frank, the key to understand what the Council has been planning for so long. I'm close, Edgar. Exhausted but determined, the astronaut follows an old friend's trail as his search across the moon continues. In a remote outpost, he discovers evidence of dubious plans with far-reaching consequences. You don't say. Stockpile of helium-3. Powerful and abundantly present on the moon, helium-3 was considered to be the key to solving humanity's energy crisis, as it's both harvested and processed on the Tombow facility grounds. Moving this resource away from the Tombow reactor is rarely allowed outside by the Council. Right.
Evacuation crew to MacArthur. Helium package and Copernicus Outpost 1 personnel have arrived in Moon Hub, sir. Evac crew 2 is still nowhere in sight, though. We've been trying to reach them, but we're getting no response at all. How should we proceed?
Seal the door and make your way to Moon Hub. The fuel needs to be in place before we arrive with the Tombow evacuees.
Sir, the other crew won't make it in time if I do that. They'll miss the launch.
They know what they signed up for. Seal the door, now.
Yes, sir.
So, MacArthur's being a bastard and basically sacrificing people for his own gains. And it looks like we're going to have to follow Sarah and everyone else and get to the bottom of what's been going on. But that's going to be it for this video. So thanks for watching, everybody. See you next time. Bye for now.